Virginia, ASU, Arizona, A&M, Stanford, and Georgia Tech. And for the fastest final, there we are. Cal is in lane number 5. Indiana Hoosiers in lane number 3. The host school, Texas Longhorns, in lane number 2. And Townley Haas, who previously had been the fastest in history in the 200 free. Of course, he won't be eligible to break the record because he has a flying start on this one, swimming 4th. But they're going to start it off with their excellent freshman, the Longhorns are, in lane number 2, Drew Kibler.
2 swimmers are different for Texas. Kibler. One swimmer is different, only Kibler, who is a freshman. That's a lot of confidence you have in a freshman to lead off. And I know Eddie Reese would not lead off a freshman unless he totally believed in him. And the other guy to keep an eye on who's been having a sensational year, and really the last 2 years, is Seliskar, senior from Cal. He could break 130 easily here. He's been 30.8 this year, just like Ferris. So he's got a chance. 42.8 is the record split that we just saw. It was 43.1. Zach Apple having a good one. That's a great swap out for Indiana, who was second last year, Rich. Zach Apple transferred from Auburn. He swaps out for Blake Peroni. Otherwise, Indiana returns all 3 of the swimmers behind him from last year's relay. So they're going to be very good.
So Indiana with Zach Apple in lane number 3, and then a couple below him, Andrew Seliskar in lane number 5 for the California Golden Bears. Seliskar is the 4th fastest in history in the 200 freestyle.
Both of those guys are right on Townley Haas's split. Haas's split was 106.1, 105.4 for Ferris. So though they're right on pace to go under 129, it's not going to do it. Not going to do it, either one of them. 130.1, still 2 of the quickest times in history.
130.1 for Andrew Seliskar. That is the 5th fastest swim in history in the 200 free.
I think he really...
And we're ho-hum about it.
I think Ferris needs to rethink about this 200 free. Right now, he's a full second ahead of 2 of the guys that will be in the running to win that thing in a couple days. I guess it's too late, but boy, he must... I can't wait to see his 100 backstroke, that's for sure.
It's got to be good, right?
He's got to be really good.
Bryce Mefford in the water for Cal.
Okay, now will Texas be able to get back into this? Austin Cass, the sophomore. They lead off with a freshman and a sophomore. Ooh, that's a lot of confidence. And Eddie Reese is built for the future, though. I mean, he's got kids right and left. They could put together. Texas has so many great 200 freestylers, Rich. They could put 2 relays together that would probably score top 8. That's how good Texas is depth relays in the 200 freestyle. The hard part is choosing which kids to put on the relay.
Right. We saw that with Stanford and the women last week. Bryce Mefford of Cal in lane number 2 in the yellow cap, and 2 lanes above him, Benny Lanza of Indiana in the white cap. And then there's Texas, Austin Cass getting ready to hand it off to Jeff Newkirk. And remember, Townley Haas will swim 4th for Texas. Trenton Julian hits the water for Cal. And then Mohamed Sami for Indiana. Jeff Newkirk for Texas.
Oh, 2 good legs here for Texas now. You got 2 seniors, Newkirk and Haas. Both swimmers were on the relay last year. Just give Haas a chance. That's what you're kind of thinking if you're a Texas fan. All I need is to give him a chance, because I'm going to outsplit everybody that anybody's got anchoring on this relay. But I need some help. Just throw me a bone here by giving me a half body length behind, because I can catch him. Not sure right now they can catch him at this length of behind. That's well, no further behind than that. Cal is having a great relay, by the way. They have 3 brand new swimmers. Seliskar is the only swimmer that returns from last year's team. Now, last year's team did not get in the top 3 or 4, but still, that's a good relay leading off. And Indiana, I knew Indiana would be good. And then you got a breaststroker coming at the end for Indiana, and here comes Texas.
Jeff Newkirk.
Here comes Texas. 23
Newkirk will hand it off to Townley Haas, and where will Texas be when that baton is given to Townley?
And this is where you want your best swimmer. And Townley Haas has been there for Team USA many times. He went off about this far behind at the Pan Packs last summer. He ends up winning it. So this is right in the position you want to be if you're Texas. Ian Finnerty right there. He's got his work cut out for him, but right now you're, what was that?
Well, Cal and Indiana were both under NC State's pace heading into that final leg.
And there goes Townley. It didn't take long, did it? It did not take long.
He's in the black cap toward the top. He's the fastest in history before today in the 200 free.
He's 20 flat, Rich, on the feet. 20 flat, and he's not swimming 100 here. He's swimming a 200. 20 flat going out. Let's see his 100 right here. 20.0, 22.3, he's 42.3 going out, his first 100.
Now the NCAA record 6:05.3, American record 6:07.5, and both Cal and Texas are eligible for that record.
Texas is going to win. There's no question about it. His relay did exactly what they needed him to do. Just give me a little cushion here to come from behind. He was 23-1, that split right there. Nobody else was even close. This is what you want. If you're on your home pool, you want to get kick-started with a win. And how about a record?
6:05.3 is the American record.
Yes!
Got it! The Texas Longhorns. That is an NCAA and American record in the 800 freestyle relay. (6:05.08), and NC State from the second heat ends up in second place.
129.5 if you're counting for Townley, which makes Dean Ferris's leadoff even more impressive. When you really have the best swimmer in the pool, anchor 4:10 slower than the guy that led off, NCR Harvard.
Wow, 800 freestyle relay, 2 records in the books. Back in a moment.
At Charmin, we're obsessed with getting you clean.